Welcome to the safety leadership topic. So, what is safety leadership? Leadership is not a role or a position within an organisation. It is a voluntary characteristic of an individual. Leadership exerts social influence over co-workers by setting the example of appropriate behaviour to effect positive change in an organisation and reinforce expected behaviours. Safety performance is driven by the leadership of an organisation. Leaders establish values, develop procedures and encourage accountability for their safety programs. Put another way, safety leaders set the standard of safe behaviour within a company. A safety leader cares enough about an organisation to take the actions that keep themselves and others free from danger or injury through guidance, persuasion, direction and setting a good example. Safety leaders motivate co-workers to strive to minimise their exposure to risk. Safety leaders exhibit a variety of behaviours that often unintentionally influence co-workers to improve their safety awareness, such as leading by example, by knowing and following the rules, avoiding complacency for the dangers on the job, encouraging co-workers to exhibit safe behaviours, showing co-workers appreciation for working safely, reporting safety hazards, violations and incidents, maintaining open communication with co-workers and management about safety concerns, implementing change to improve safety and working conditions, being involved in safety initiatives and committees, making co-workers aware that unsafe behaviour is unacceptable. So safety interactions use two simple methods to influence behaviour. One, leading by example, and two, using tokens. So leading by example means basically having people follow by doing what you do. As a leader, you are closely observed by others. Your actions have enormous influence on the action of those that follow you. Your actions reflect the standards you expect of others. What standard do you set if you forget to put your safety glasses on, or you remove your earplugs to hear a conversation, or you walk past somebody grinding without a face shield on? You get the level of safety excellence you demonstrate you want. The question a leader asks reflects what is most important to them. What do you portray as important if you talk about safety, but ask about the schedule first, or only talk about safety when something has gone wrong? If you consistently ask about safety before other things, what becomes more important? A question that should be asked during a safety interaction is, what hazards are involved in the task and how have you controlled them? This kicks off the conversation in a focused safety manner. Tokens are a form of acknowledgement if a behaviour, whether safe or unsafe, or positive or negative. They can be verbal, what you say and how you say it. They can be non-verbal, so facial expressions, nodding, handshakes, pat on the back. They can be positive, which are perceived as pleasant, but they can also be negative, which are perceived as hurtful. But most people would rather receive constructive criticism than be ignored. It's human nature that we all respond to tokens. Whether we admit it or not, we all feel energised when we get positive feedback. We feel deflated when we get negative feedback. So always start a safety interaction with positive feedback to set the tone of the conversation. As an example, a member of a crew does a great take 5. You tell them, tell them that they've done a great take 5 and you give them a pat on the back. So you've just exchanged a positive token. Everyone responds to positive feedback. We all want acknowledgement for a job well done. It makes us feel valued. We will repeat the behaviour or the action that earned us a positive token in order to get more positive tokens. People often find it easier to give negative feedback. It's part of our culture. But we need to resist that temptation, which is why having a safety interaction process can provide us the tool to give positive feedback and encourage people to make safe choices.